Well, hello and welcome to another PSA returns video with my hands here. Now, just to give you a little bit of an introduction here, what you are looking at was a card I sent off for grading a good few months ago, probably about 6 months ago. This is a German Merlin Undertaker card from 1995. You can see here in German the text on the back. Card number 28. Now, what's important about this card is that, well, I mean, I find the card fascinating myself. But just look at the tone of the card, the colour of the card. It seems quite dark, doesn't it? Just bear that in mind. We'll discuss this in a moment later on. Now, this is the return I got from PSA today. Now, I'm going to have to just pause the video here just for a quick second whilst I point to that sticker. That is the sticker for the sub center. I cannot praise these guys enough. I've been grading cards for a long time, and this is by far the easiest service I've ever used here in the UK. I'd highly advise. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form. They're far too big to pay any attention to a little YouTuber like me. But honestly, if you are wanting to have your cards sent securely, quickly and safely to and from PSA, Beckett, CGC, even if you want them to send games through to WADA to do graded sealed games, the Sub Center, I can't praise them enough. They've been so good with me over the years, well, over the past probably 2 years that I've been using them, but I cannot praise them enough. So I'll pause the video there and let's just kick back into it. So I had this return come back from me today from PSA. Now, I'm going to give a little shout out here. I'm not going to name the person. I'll just say SC. You know who you are. They actually put me in line with this particular duo of cards, which I was very intrigued by. So I had to go to a contact in Germany to purchase the card. Now, as we can see here, if I just pause the video, it's a little bit of a mirror image of the back of these cards. Okay, so as you can see, the text is exactly the same, the logo is the same, the card number is exactly the same, they're both number 28. All of the writing is the same. It's in the same location, but the picture has been mirror flipped. But the tone of the picture on the right hand side, that's the one I graded a while ago, you can see is darker as well. Very odd. So let's pick up the video again. So you can see here a little bit closer up there, the one on the left is the new one I've had returned today. That is a much lighter tone, and the one on the right was the one I sent off a while ago, and it's a lot darker. Both are cards number 28. Both are from the German Merlin 1995 WWF set. Both of them are identical apart from the pictures that are used. So, why? Well, we don't really know. There's a few cards in this set that have got this mirror image flip, and we're not really sure why they did it. Well, we'll do a little bit of a grade reveal, so I have a little bit of a drum roll coming up here, and let's have a look and see what the grade comes out as. Oh, boo. Great. Okay, whatever. Right, fine, it's a 5. Okay, anything lower than a 7 is a bit of an insult. Okay, who cares? Right, I'm not bothered about the grades too much. For me, it's a bit of preservation. But what I find really odd about these is that they are absolute ballpark for variants. A very weird section of collectibles whereby they are the identical card, the same card number, everything's the same apart from a slight variation, not only just with the image being flipped, which means that the printing plate that they were using has had to have some sort of change to it, but the colour and the tone of the card is also different as well, which means that somewhere down the line in the printing process, they've decided to change the card, and it just doesn't make any sense. Now, in this set, I do know there are a few others that have this mirror image flip. Don't quite know why. But yeah, there we are. There's the latest PSA reveal, and as you can see there's the Submit Wrestling Cards logo. So thank you for joining me. Now, I know on the page, me and Kev did reach out on Facebook to get as many variants as we possibly could find, and well, that was a bit of a wormhole, to be honest, and we're still working towards trying to figure out what to do with all this information. But for the time being, PSA return, Undertaker 1995, card number 28, variant completed.